Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The situation is extremely serious vis-à-vis the United Kingdom. And the best and the only way to respond to the very deliberate attack on the Indian High Commission in London is by quitting the Commonwealth and by putting an official freeze on the free trade agreement FTA talks with the UK. The UK must be punished. Over the last few days, the United Kingdom has been directly and indirectly, needlessly provoking India. And the latest incident, where the United Kingdom allowed a group of Khalistani lumpens to openly attack the Indian High Commission in London and pull down the tricolour, is the most recent example. And yes, I say that the United Kingdom allowed and sanctioned, and hence therefore sought and wanted the attack on the Indian High Commission. The British government obviously wanted the Indian High Commission to be attacked. The British government, Sunak's government, wanted the tricolour to be pulled down. I wonder why. India had informed the British government and their intel agencies, including MI5, officially about the threat. Despite this, the British did nothing. And they therefore sided with the terrorists, sided with the Khalistanis, and plotted against India's sovereign interests. This is unacceptable. Viewers, the UK wants to sign a free trade agreement with India. The UK needs this agreement because fact of the matter is, United Kingdom is financially in the dumps. If the British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak loves the Khalistanis so much, if the government of King Charles, their King Charles, loves the Khalistanis so much, then why doesn't King Charles and Rishi Sunak's government sign a free trade agreement with the Khalistanis instead? Let them ask the Khalistanis to help them out financially. Why do they need India? Over the years, the United Kingdom has allowed terrorists to target India, to consolidate and raise funds on British soil and buy property and operate out of British soil. The British must know they cannot have it both ways. They cannot and must not continue to assume that we need the FTA. We don't need the FTA, we're fine. They need the FTA. They do. And since, ladies and gentlemen, they do need the FTA, it is absolutely necessary that we read the Riot Out Act to them. We must tell them that there cannot be a commercial discussion alone on the FTA anymore. We need things in turn. And we have to demand a time-bound end to anti-India activities from British soil. You know, the British have been doing this since 1947. They've got away with it for too long. Now it's payback time. We have to demand the handing over of all of India's most wanted operating out of the United Kingdom and getting safe asylum in the UK. And we must seek and want an assurance of security, not just for our High Commission, but for all of our sovereign and commercial interests in the United Kingdom. We have leverage over the United Kingdom. Let us pull the levers. India is one of the largest investors in the UK. We employ hundreds of thousands and pump in hundreds of billions and provide employment to millions of British citizens. We have the levers. The British must know now that there is no free lunch. Bringing down the tricolour on the Indian High Commission in Aldwych and London is a direct attack sanctioned and allowed by Rishi Sunak's government against our national interest. The British government first used the UK-funded BBC to launch a vicious campaign against the Prime Minister of India. Then they sought via technicalities to escape direct responsibility. Well, in this case, there are no technicalities. They are responsible. Would Rishi Sunak have not said a word? Why is he quiet? Why is Rishi Sunak quiet? Would Rishi Sunak have remained quiet if the embassy of the United States of America had been attacked? The UK government has made our High Commission in London a sitting duck of a target. And why? Why are things lopsided with the UK? We provide massive security to the British High Commission and even to their consulates and diplomats. And in turn, not one police officer is deployed outside the High Commission of India. And why should it be the High Commission of India? It should be the Embassy of India, because we should not be a part of the Commonwealth anymore. We don't believe in the Commonwealth. It's rubbish. It's a colonial relic that we hate. And why should the relationship be so asymmetrical? The reason for this asymmetry, where we're so good to them and they don't give two hoots about our national interest, the reason for this lopsided relationship is because we have given too long a rope to the British. I have said for long that we must exit the Commonwealth. There is no reason to be in the Commonwealth. The Modi government must quit the Commonwealth. We have nothing to do with the Commonwealth. We are an independent country. We refuse to be defined by the fact that once upon a time, the British turned the world's greatest civilization into their colony. I know that there are many who feel that my views are too radical. But the truth is, go out on the streets of this country and ask. The raw truth is that my views reflect the views of the people of this country on this. So I'm not afraid to put them out to the test again tonight. Do you support my views, viewers? I believe always in a hard stance. Negotiate with a hard stance. And on some issues, don't even negotiate. Like quitting the Commonwealth, don't even negotiate. Putting the FTA talks on freeze. Put them on freeze and then negotiate. See what the British do. They don't respond to what we want, then continue to keep it on freeze. Let them suffer. Ladies and gentlemen, my views are before you tonight. Do you support me?